Okay, South Point, we're getting ready to put in the last few screws of your machine, give it a final wipe down. We've been testing it and rechecking all the connections. This is your main disconnect. We're going to fire it up and show you a little bit about your machine. This is your toggle switch, power on and off to the machine portion. I'm going to turn it on and your PLC will boot up and initialize here in a second. We're going to show you some of the features on the panel to give you a little bit of better idea when it shows up. Okay, this is your main control panel. This is your main screen. You have an on and off button for your print head. You have an on and off button for your flash. You have a test print button which will print your print head. You have a single or double print mode. This is your high lift button which we'll demonstrate later. This is your flash button. This is your flash or cure time right here, more or less. This is your flash test button. As long as you hold in on the button, the flash will come on and flash whatever's underneath it. These are your index buttons. This is your single index button. Move one position and print. It's going to single for our purpose. This is your auto mode, and then we'll activate it. Now it'll print in auto. The auto mode is controlled by your delay time. You can give yourself more delay time, more load time, depending on the type of load you have. And this is how you stop the auto mode. This is your reverse button, which backs up the machine. This is your home button, which brings it back to the home position, and we can start again. Okay. This is your setup button. Brings up a new screen. This is for testing and diagnostics. If you have a particular shirt that maybe the color, the sensor is not reading properly or right, you can come in and you can turn off your t-shirt sensor. Also for troubleshooting, you can run your print head forward and backwards and it'll show you your sensor status and your solenoid status. Pallet sensor button, inactive or active. This is your safety. We have a safety so nobody gets indexed in the machine. This is purely for troubleshooting purposes. You have a reverse and forward jog on this screen to troubleshoot. And you have indicators to show you when your sensors are working. To leave the screen, you push the save button and we're back in our main production screen. So if I want to go into production, all I have to do is get ready and start, and away we go. So you can see we're on dwell time. Right now we have our shirt sensor on. There's no shirts on our pallet, so it's not going to print anything. If I would put a shirt on there, throw a rag on there, when the shirt goes under the print head, it'll detect it and print it. So that's your pallet sensor. Okay, now the high lift. To do the high lift, to quickly clean your screen without going forward or backward, stop your press. You have to turn your print head off, then touch your high lift button. You'll see the print head move down just a little bit. There's a mechanical switch you push back, then you activate your high lift button on your screen again. And your head comes up into the high lift mode where you can put your hand underneath it and wash it. To come out of the high lift mode, you push your high lift button. You can hear it snap down. It's flashing. Push it again. It'll come up to production level. Turn your print head on. Hit your ready button and you're back in production. That's a lot quicker than actually backing up and trying to clean a screen. It's just simply stopping, turning your head off, going into the high lift mode, wiping your screen, and then coming out of high lift mode and back into production. As you can see, when the rag does come around, it's the only pallet that'll print. On your print head, you have your front and rear screen holders. You have a front flip screen holder. If you release these lock knobs, your screen holder will flip out and away. So you can remove your screens without taking out your squeegees and flood bars for quick changeover. And that's about it.